Welcome to the View From Here Overland. We're Todd and Lisa. Lisa's new Jeep arrived, so we rolled it in the shop, put on a rooftop tent and an awning, and we might as well test this out and head right to Utah. We arrived down in Utah, picked up a few trail maps, new to this whole game. Decided to take the Spring Canyon Bottom Trail. The trail itself is rated easy. Lots of switchbacks and things going down, but we took the easier trails just due to the fact we were running solo. When they say easy trails, that's when the conditions are dry, no rock slides have occurred, and when it's not in the rainy periods or heavy thunderstorms. They do not recommend driving the switchbacks under wet conditions because it's so slippery. We're just arriving at the gate that starts the descent down into the canyon. It's approximately 4.5 miles down into the canyon. And this is where you learn what a cliff road is. You are literally right on the edge of a cliff. Quite a first experience, I tell you. Lisa wasn't nervous about her new Jeep or nothing at all, so everything was really good that way. It's literally hundreds of feet down if you were to drive off the edge, so a little caution. The views around every corner are just beautiful. It's a series of switchbacks going down in. They get a little bit tight, but they're not that bad. And occasionally you meet some side-by-sides or somebody else coming up. You'd have to find one of these little corners. Somebody's going to have to back up for a long ways sometimes to get out of there. Luckily, when we were there, it was a real quiet time. There wasn't much traffic. We came in kind of late in the afternoon, so we were heading down this direction to see about trying to find a campsite down at the bottom of the canyon. Get in areas here like this here, the mountain's actually over the top of you when you're driving under it there. They've carved out this trail. Some of these points you actually find yourself making sure you're not rubbing on the bank because you probably only got matters of inches to a foot from the edge on the tire side, the driver's side. Been pretty interesting building this trail to come in with equipment and work on the edge like that. Here's a very cool spot, this curve, kind of drive through. we're approaching one of the first switchbacks on the way down. As you can see, that's pretty exciting actually. Wouldn't want to be doing it slippery. There's a lot of spots where you'll get on a curve and you can see the road ahead way down, or you can look up back and see. We just came from there. Wow. Here we got to a small water crossing. Kind of thought we were getting close to the bottom, but actually it was quite a ways to go yet. I have to guess this would be in heavy rain times. This would be pretty interesting through here. little bit narrow there. You can see where it's washed out on the left side there. We had to actually come to a stop to make sure the awning wasn't going to tear off on the rocks. And we're watching that, and the left tire was right on the edge there. And I looked out the window, and there was a dead cow laying down there about 50 feet. I suppose there's a lot of cattle down in here that are open range, so I suppose the whole herd was coming up the hill like that, and there was no room for that one in that narrow spot, and over it went. But just around the corner here, kind of seen, looked like to be vultures up top. We weren't sure if they were waiting for us or if they were after that cow. We'll go with the cow part.
Now you gotta watch out for falling cows besides.
I seen that bird and I didn't want to make a smart remark about it being the vulture up there waiting for us. driving down at the bottom of the canyon, we come across another jeeper. He was just coming off the Hey Joe Canyon Trail that runs along the Green River. We were considering taking that trail, but he heavily advised us not to because there's a lot of brush and stuff, so we literally skun up our new Jeep. We did find a large area down at the bottom to camp, nice flat. We decided to come up out of the canyon that night because we were not sure about the weather conditions that were coming in, and we just got there, and I don't think we'd want to be coming up this when it's raining. So we headed for the top and looked for campsites down the road. After completing the canyon trail, we went in search of a campsite. We ended up setting up in the dark, not really too sure exactly where we were. In the morning, this is what we woke up to. What a beautiful way to start our adventure. Thank you for joining us at the View From Here Overland. If you enjoyed our video, please consider liking and subscribing to follow along on our adventures.